So then once it becomes a little bit drier, you can start using your hands. And then your hands don't get super messy.
Can I put this here?
Sure.
Is that my bowl?
That's your bowl. So what are we making today?
We're making, what's it called?
Ravioli.
Oh no,
Ravioli.
I thought there was a special name for it.
Tortelli di Erbette.
Oh, there we go.
Butcher by Italian. So we're gonna start off by making the pasta dough. So I do a 2-to-1 flour to egg ratio, whole eggs. So we have 500 grams of flour.
Okay, like this, right?
Yeah, you wanna make a well.
How many of these do you think you've made?
How many wells? How many pastas?
No, how many little ravs?
Raviolis?
Yeah.
Thousands.
Uh-oh.
You wanna build up the walls so that it holds the eggs.
Is that good?
It's perfect. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
Okay, and then you're gonna take your eggs. 750 grams.
Okay.
Just gonna pour them into the center.
Whoa.
See? It's
Oh
fine.
no. No. It's about to tip over. Oh my gosh, it tipped over. Oh my gosh, it's like a volcano.
So then you wanna take your fork.
Oh gosh.
You're gonna slowly stir the eggs. And it's gonna slowly incorporate the flour.
This might be out of my skill set.
No, it's not. So Alexa's made ravioli before, but I always make the pasta dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Just keep slowly bringing the flour in, so stirring it, and then bringing the flour in. And it'll slowly start to thicken.
What happens now?
Now you're gonna have to push it in. And you kind of want to stir it all in and then push it back.
This is a disaster.
Oh, no.
Do I need to start again?
No, it's fine. You can use your hands though. No, don't push it toward mine. And then you're gonna want to knead it. So then once it starts to thicken, you can start incorporating more flour.
Oh. Like so?
Yeah, just like that. So then once it becomes a little bit drier, you can start using your hands. And then your hands don't get super messy. And you're just gonna slowly fold it in, all the flour.
Hey, can you give me a sip of my wine? Thank you.
So you're gonna push it and then fold it.
Is it salvageable?
Of course. Well, yeah, for your first time making pasta, it's not bad.
Thanks. Yours is beautiful.
Thanks. So yeah, what you're going for is you want it to look tight on the outside, and then when you press it down, it should pop out.
Nice.
And then once it's like that, you're gonna wrap it in saran wrap, and let it rest for 30 minutes so that the gluten locks
Yeah.
before you roll it out. Shall I?
Yeah.
It's actually coming together not too badly.
Thanks.
It feels like an old man.
This is what I'm used to doing. This is much more fun.
Drinking wine while I cook.
Mm.
Alright, so while the pasta dough is ready, while the pasta dough is resting, start on the filling. So the filling consists of ricotta cheese, Parmesan cheese, Swiss chard, salt and lemon. So for the Swiss chard, we're just going to quickly rip off all the leaves from the stems. And then we're going to blanch them in lightly salted water. And then shock it in an ice bath. So yeah, once we have our water boiling, just go ahead and toss all the Swiss chard in. And it's only going to take about 15 seconds once the leaves start to become very green. And then we're going to shock it in the ice bath to stop the cooking. So after blanching the Swiss chard, you shock it in the ice bath, and you take it all out and you squeeze it with your hands to squeeze all the water out. And then you chop it all up super, super finely.
Okay.
So then to make the filling, we're going to take ricotta cheese. This one we're just using store-bought. We're doing traditional, which is a little thicker, and then a smooth one. And we can just dump that in. Then we'll add the zest of one lemon. Yeah, you're just looking for a little bit of lemon to kind of flavor throughout it. It'll brighten it up, make it lighter.
Can I stir it?
Yep. So you're gonna slowly mix it up. And then of course, Parmesan cheese.
Parm! We love parm.
The parm's gonna add kind of some cheesiness and saltiness. So I always season with salt afterwards. You wanna add in cheese?
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn. And we're just gonna add 2 egg yolks. It's gonna help it kind of bind.
Okay, I think one's ready.
Yeah, let's go. So now we're gonna toss it into some piping bags. Have fun.
It's like my air guitar. Now what?
You can fire it up, or you can put elastic band around it. Okay, so now that the pasta dough has rested in the fridge, we're gonna roll it out pasta roller. Just cut out a little portion of it. And you start with the largest setting and this one will go right down.
What happens if we don't have a pasta roller?
So you can do it by hand, it's just quite a bit more work, just using a rolling pin or a bottle of wine. So you pass it through a couple times, folding it in order to get your shape. Then when you get to the last setting, so you want to be able to kind of see through it. When you get to the last setting, you pass it through 2 times, and that just ensures that it's even. And you have the pasta rolled out. So now that we're all rolled out, we're going to start to do our piping. So we're going to do about an inch off the bottom. In little dollops, but an inch apart, inch and a half. So now that we have the filling down on the pasta, we're just going to give it a little brush of water to help the pasta stick once we fold it. So we're just going over the top, and then I'll go down in between each. After that, we're gonna grab from the bottom on one side and fold the whole thing over itself. And then we press each one down lightly, kind of pulling it towards the bottom. And then we're gonna use our pinky fingers, press down on either side, and then on the top. And that's gonna give our little pillow of filling. You want to try to get all the air out from the center, because then when you cook it, the air is going to cause them to float, and sometimes they'll blow up. Normally you'd use like a pasta cutter, but all I have is a pizza cutter, so that's what we're using. You go and just even out the sides and the top. You want to stay about a centimeter away from the filling. And then in the middle of each one. Then you're going to grab each one and just kind of press around the sides, just to make sure it's fully sealed.
Cut it?
Cut away. So you want to say about a centimeter? Away from the top.
Oh no.
You want to see what we'll go through them?
There's a little filling in that one. Oops. Well, now I need to wash my hands.
Well, we're just making it for us.
Oh yeah, it's just for us. You want to lick the filling? You lick the filling. Okay, so now we're actually cooking something.
Now we're cooking. So we're gonna make a brown butter sage sauce that we finished with pasta water and Parmesan cheese. So what we're gonna do first is we just have the pans heating up.
Okay.
Medium high heat. What we're gonna try to do is caramelize the milk fats in the butter.
Okay.
It'll start to separate and become brown and it'll give it a nutty flavor. And we're gonna add our sage in. While that's happening, we're gonna cook our raviolis, take them out, put them in, and finish it with parm.
Sounds doable for me. Because we all know I'm good at multitasking.
Really, really good. So we can go ahead.
With the butter?
Yep. We're just gonna let it do its thing. While this is going,
Yeah.
you grab your raviolis,
Oh no, I'm nervous. Mine are gonna explode.
and we'll just toss them in the water. In the water we did salt like we did on the last video. And you'll notice it'll start to go brown.
Mine still looks slow.
Yeah. Can you turn your heat up a little bit? You want to keep it moving? Even if it's off the heat from the bottom of the pan is going to continue to cook it. So mine's starting to brown now, so I'm just gonna add in
Mine's not.
a few pieces of sage. The sage is gonna add aromatics and flavor the butter.
Mine brown?
Yep, it's starting to brown, looks good.
So I would put the sage in now?
Yep, you can add, I just put 2 in.
Is that good?
Yeah, so you can usually tell by the corners if you take them out. You can tell the amount of give that the pasta has. Usually it takes about 3 minutes. Alright, so the ravioli should be there by now.
Mine too?
Yep, you can check them. And then I'm just gonna add them in, turn the heat on low.
Look at mine.
How's it feel? Dense.
What does that mean? What do I do now?
It's gonna be a little denser because of the dough that you had.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Should I put mine in?
Yeah, should be ready. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of the pasta water to mine.
Okay.
That's gonna just begin the sauce. It's gonna kind of cream up the butter a little bit. Yep, that's good. Your favorite part? Parm.
How come mine isn't getting creamy like yours?
You might have added a little too much water, but if you reduce it down, keep it moving, it'll be fine.
All of it?
Sure. Can't really go wrong with cheese.
Nope. Smells like your ravioli.
It is my ravioli. Alright, so mine's ready. Shall we eat it?
Yep.
Good job.
Thanks. I'm kind of scared.
Why?
I don't know. Cool.
Are they yours?